Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, I guess my next question is, well, at least for me, can you please make Betty a permanent character on General Hospital? Listen, I probably need to sit there and fix this title, but yeah, the way that she checked Ava, the way that she literally smacked, she slapped the piss out of her, right? Like, I still, I still actually have it saved on my DVR, so I'm gonna sit there and watch it later on. But yeah, I want them to make Tamara. What's in the chat? Was good, Tamara. Spikequick says that blank can. Well, I'm glad you abbreviated that word. Um, yeah, Ava has become somewhat of a slapping queen, right? And you saw her do it with Griffin. You saw her do. I think she did it with Kiki. She damn well did it with Nicholas. So watching it is almost like, yeah, I think that might actually be a good idea, Spider Quake. We're only going to allow so much of the Trina talk. Um, but yeah, it was definitely interesting. It was definitely interesting. Now, as always, we sit there and talk about all the soaps, GH, Days, YNR, B&B, and I feel like there's more that I can't remember. Darby's in the chat. Darby says, I can't wait for Betty to meet Josh. See? Oh, Brock actually did one time. Okay, I gotta sit there and watch this video. Thank you, Spider Quick. I saw Kyrie's video. I saw Kyrie's video. Yo, Kyrie, my dude was livid. Tamara says, still not watching GH. I'm watching Tucker. Screw Ashley. Here we go. Man of the hour. Curry says the only thing permanent that Betty gonna have permanently is my foot. Oh, Spike, what you said we are. Well, I see a couple people. I don't, about to call that. Um, they can go back to, okay, I think we're kind of getting a little too carried away there, but no. Um, See, I feel like that would be interesting. Listen. Betty gives no F's. Betty will walk in your home, and it's her home at that point. Okay, she she walked in that woman's house. Chikaris, what's good, Chikaris? How you doing tonight? How you doing, my friend? Or at least he was laughing about it quite quick. It was good. Was good, Jakaris. Let's everyone say what's up to Jakaris tonight. Yeah, but Kyrie's actually came in and was like, "Yo, what's good, Darby? Thank you for joining." Um, but yeah, it was. She walked in that house like she owned that house. Okay, she walked in there like she owned the place. Okay, and I was good, Cheyenne. Uh, DC says I saw Albert eating a bowl of cereal. I pray for the cells that work inside of Albert's body. May God watch over them and their family, and all that hot sauce being poured over them. Yeah, no, actually, no. This is just applesauce. Let's everyone say what's up to DC. Curry says that unlocked the old me. I was completely uncensored. Oh, listen. We all saw that. My dude was like, "You got me effed up." Valerie, I felt where I felt. Valerie said, "Yeah, I felt when she slapped out Ava." Jackie P's in the chat was good. Jackie P. Shikara says, "I'm watching your live on my other phone." Okay, I do is multitasking. I never been mad or hated a character more. Okay, well, that's new. That's new. I guess we could sit there and talk more about Betty than Trina. That'd be a nice change of pace. I'm cool with that. I like Gladys more than. Well, that's interesting. DC says, "So who's this Betty character? I'm just now watching Friday's YNR. Good Lord, I'm behind." Yeah. When you see this Betty chick that people are talking about, um, it's gonna be something else. Last days in the chat was your last day. How are you doing, my friend? Curry says that little Ashley and Itch, we don't know where her hands have been. She's about to know where my bullet. Laura B's in the chat was good, Laura B. Valerie says Betty needs to check herself. No, the only person she snipped their checking is Ava's face. That's the only thing that she snipped their checking. Sit there and make it clear who's running the show. And Rihanna's in the chat. What's good, and Rihanna? How are you doing? And Rihanna, Darby says it was like how a white man smacks a woman in those old gangster movies. Yo, I just know that I felt that. Seriously, Valerie, that's the only thing she was snipped there checking. She wanted to make sure, like, yo, listen, I'm in charge. Harry says, guess what? Betty temporarily took Brooke's spot. That's right. I hate Betty more than Brooke. Wow, really? Wow. Wow. Lobby says I missed it because I had company at my house. It looks like I missed something epic. Oh, you gotta go back. You gotta go back and gotta watch that. You gotta watch that. There's a reason why. There's a reason. Lobby said, okay. Takara said I can't wait for Pauline to slap that itch Whitney. Yeah, I was so over it. Ariana says I'm good. I hope you are too. Yeah, I am. I am. Thank you for asking, Ariana. All right, let's spy break. Yeah, shut up to the last part. Shut up there. Um, as far as your list, last I said I'm good. I asked for Betty. It took me 10 minutes not to like and be like Betty has to go. Wow, Betty's not getting no love from some of these people in the chat. Carrie says I will give Brooke a hug for a chance to kill off Betty myself right into that story. Damn. Jonathan's in the chat was good, Jonathan. Damn. Well, you did sit there and say that you had something epic to say tonight. Jay Blue said, "Who's Betty?" When you watch General Hospital, you'll find exactly who Betty is. Betty's that chick. Okay, Betty don't play no games. How do you know that, Cheyenne? DC says I was happy to see Hope pull and Una reverse on Liam and had the divorce papers ready. Yes. Yo, she was not playing. She was not playing. And Liam was all shocked and surprised. He was like, "Oh, I see you have these drawn up." Dude, you're the one that actually sat there and asked for the divorce. Like, what are you talking about? What are you like? What are you talking about? DC says, "Here we go, FBI agents in the chat." Seriously. Jay Blue says she was on GH today. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, when you see it, you see it. It's gonna be something. Queen of Keys is in the chat. I'm just in time. Yeah, you just in time. What do you thought I smacked? I almost felt that through the TV screen. I was like, Jesus. Spike Craig says, if I was Gladys' age, I would marry her and had a baby with her rather than, yeah, I don't believe that. Valerie says she wasted no time establishing her character. You damn right she didn't. She came in there and she practically owned that whole scene. Okay? She owned her house. She owns her staff. She owns her alcohol. Okay? Let's just be real. Plus, I have a thing for assertive women. So, um, yes, that's right, Jonathan. Finally, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I sat there was like, yo, somebody just take out this chick, Whitney at this point. She was like, oh, I'll sit there and take everyone out with me. I was like, no, you won't. Just shoot him. Just shoot him. DC says that was whole way of telling Liam you're not the only one who got options. I love to see it. Johnson says, and I was ready for the scene with Paulina. Yeah, that's gonna be happening soon. And Pop said Albert Betty needs to get coached off. She came in taking over Ava's house. Betty has to go. As she should. As she should. Listen, you're right about that, and Pop. She came over there and she took over her house. And there was really nothing she could do about it. That's just how it was. Jay Blue says, so everyone remember that Curtis and Portia haven't commenced their marriage. How does this add to the strain of their relationship? Oh my bad. What the hell? Really? Wow. Black Quick says Betty's worse than Esme. Nikisa, I skimmed at the TV. B, don't smack Ava. Smack Ava. I mean, Ava smack B, actually Ava and B. Nikisa, I wanted Ava to throw her off the. There we go. Valerie says it's new writers, yeah. Yeah, I think they call what they call them something scrap writers or something. I think that's what they're called, scrap writers. Melanie's in the chat was good, Melanie, and actually I did too. I did as well. And Johnson says what happened to Ava's last nanny. She got fired. Or yeah, she pretty much got fired. DC says can someone tell me why they called it? Yeah, that's a really good question. Oh, scabs. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Valerie. Betty can bang her daddy. What? Okay. Um And Rihanna says maybe time for Ava to tell Sunny the whole truth. I feel like she is. I feel like she is. Ariana. Makai's in the chat. Was good. Makai Shane said just watched a documentary called L9, two Australians by the name of and Andrew Traffic Blank from Indonesia to Australia. They got sentenced to death. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that yeah. I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's what I was gonna sit there and say, Lord B. Yeah, she got fired. She got fired and Betty's taking over. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, Spider Quick. That's right. She came in and she was taking over. I like that, DC. I like that. Ariana says, let me tell you that slap was felt around the whole show. Well, yeah, I sat there. I was like, yo. Um, Harry says, well, enjoy your temporary victory. No way that it's just going to live. Going to be alive by the end of the month. By the end of the month, he gave her a month. or heavy railing around the edge of the roof. Balcony terrace, stairwell designed other to prevent those behind it from falling over. Oh, okay. And Pop says, Albert, Ava could have at least slapped Betty back or pushed her off the balcony. Like a, I would have sang like a Bird to Sunny that it's gotta go. Makai said, yes, yes, Valerie, yes. Very true. I did send him Kairisha's video though. I did send him Kairisha's video. Makai said, why didn't the nanny slap Ava? To keep her in line. That's why to keep her in line, Makai. She needed to show dominance, and that's what she did. Johnson says, well, Liam had decided he's going to be the one to protect Stephanie and the kids. Yeah, after him sitting there taking out his phone and sitting there like, hey, Stephanie, you see what he's doing? See what this dude doing right there? I was like, when he pulled out the phone, I was like, wow. Like this chick betting needs every okay. Valerie says deep check. Yeah, exactly. She needs to sit there and check and make sure, like, yo, I run this. Okay, I run this house. Gemini's in the chat was good. Gemini. Someone says YNR was a bit boring to me today. And I barely remember what happened in YNR today. DC says, wait, when did Phyllis come back? I'm really behind. Oh wow. Then yeah, you really are behind, man. Letitia's in the chat. Betty was about to get thrown over that balcony she was standing in. No, she was not. No, she was not. Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people sit there and say about Liam. Gemini says sorry about yesterday, Albert, next time. Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a disaster. Ronnie Ron is in the chat. Carrie says Betty don't run ish. Betty knows her time is running out. Ava's gonna kill. Spike Quick says, how you like this girl, Albert? I love it. Listen, I love assertive women like that that will just come in there and just tell you this is how it is, this is how it's gonna be, and you just gonna sit there and deal with it. And I'm just like, yes, ma'am. Big Nate in the chat was good, Nate. I love her attitude. I love her attitude. Yeah, at this point, I think that people in the chat already knows that well, I'm definitely not duck. I would sit there and say, but Gemini says what happened in Soap World today. I didn't watch any shows. You definitely gotta sit there and gotta watch what you call it. GH. Like Quick says Albert Muscat. Spider Quick, I will not confirm or deny that. I will not confirm or deny that. Kerry says Ava killed Connie for way less. You're gonna get Betty. Mark my words. Wow. Really giving it to the end of the month. DC says Albert loves assertive women. It seems like he wants his own person to Sheila Carter. Yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool with non-toes. Gemini said, "Who's Betty?" She's the woman that comes in General Hospital today, and let's just sit there and say she acts like she owns things. She runs stuff. Okay. Jarros is in. Jarros is in the chat. What's good, Jarros? She's that chick. Darby says Ava was shown that she yesterday's trash. Ava was shown that she's yesterday's trash. Yeah, no, you got when you get a chance, Gemini, you gotta sit there and watch it. Yeah, I generally liked it. I did. I liked it, Valerie. Daisy Flowers in the chat. Johnson says a lot of people say the actress who played Betty should have been recast version Molly instead of. I felt like people would have still stopped there and gave her an ish. Tony D's in the chat and Miss G is in the chat. What's good, Miss G? Daisy Flowers said, "Hey Albert, in response to why Liz can have smoke for Josh, considering Liz passed two of her kids needed paternity tests. Liz cheated on. You know what? You actually have a point. You actually have a point. Very good point, Daisy Flower. Oh, even Spiderquick agreed. Ida is in the chat. Was good, Ida. And Autumn is in the chat. And Daisy Flower says Betty is a dead woman walking. Wow. Autumn says, "Hey Albert, I really hope Ava tells Sunny the entire truth because he's going to be pissed because he could have helped." Yes, and I feel, and if Betty slapped me like that, yeah, um, seems so. Spoilers. Yes, thank you, Valerie. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It really does actually help. It really does actually help. Oh, and Jarvis actually saw your video, Kyrie. Jarvis said, "Hey, Kyrie, I saw your video." Yes, he was not playing. I mean, when he gave a disclaimer, I was like, I love it. Danny's in the chat. Danny says, "Yeah, Albert, hello. Just wanted to let you know 3 of my videos went to 1,000." That's what's up, Danny. That's what's up. That is what's up. I told you if you stick with it, you get it. You get it, and hell, you got it, and then some. Johnson said people really seem to hate Betty. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, Jonathan. Lady Flower says, Betty is going over the ledge. Jimmy says Ava got slapped. Oh, she definitely got smacked. She got the living piss smacked out of her. I sat there. I was like, yo, Ava, I think your lips are still on the floor. You good? You need to go to a hospital or something? You need a ride? Grams TV's in the chat. Was good, Grams? Was good, Grams? How you doing tonight? Miss Key said yes, Carice was on it. Albert was all calm. Yeah. Seriously, I was like, I sat there, I was like, yo, Ava, you good? Like, Jesus. Miss Keith said Big Betty running a mansion. Yeah, you damn right she's running that mansion. She's running that mansion and then some. She runs that mansion. Ava actually took the liquor out of her hand. I was like, Ava, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Let it go, Ava. Her alcohol. I mean, your alcohol is now her alcohol. That's how that is. Um. Oh, cat lady's in the chat. Cat lady says that little lady about to be dead as soon as it. Let's everyone say what's up to cat lady. DC says I really felt for Nurse King to that. I wanted to give her a hug. Oh no. I you have more patience than me. You have way more patience than me. I was sitting there like, yo, somebody need to take this chick out just this way I can stop hearing her voice. I was so done. I was so done. DC. I don't care. Somebody just take her ass out. Carrie says I watched it back. It only took 8 seconds to You went off. Jay Blue says to all the viewers who wanted some smacking on the show should be happy with Betty. Yes. Oh, Jay Blue's comment. Jay Blue says so all the viewers wanted some smacking on the show should be happy with Betty. What? This is so annoying. W said today was payback for all the years Ava inflicted on people. Oh, okay. DC said you can tell all Salem felt for Nurse King. The compassion they had for her warmed my heart. Yeah, I still wanted somebody to sit there and take her ass out. But the problem is, I felt like whatever compassion I had for her, it just, it was too drawn out. It was too drawn out. And I felt like that was kind of the problem for me. It was literally too drawn out. Tony D said, "Nah, if you slap me like that, you catching these hands." Hmm. What if they have? What if they actually have somebody that you love? Then you said have not make to me. So yeah, I've noticed that it's mostly about like music and stuff like that. Um, DC says, but I mean she did lose her husband, and technically it's all Marlena's fault, low key. Yeah, I get that. I get. Listen, it was that. I'm not a person that doesn't have a heart, right? I just think it got to a point where it's like I just wanted it to be over. I didn't care how it ended. I just wanted it to end. And I think that was my whole thing. Noah says, I know that Chad does not like Alex interrupting with him and Stephanie, but I remember when Chad did the same thing with Alex. Ooh, you know what, Mel? That's actually really good. That's actually a really good point. Tony D says, RIP, I have a hair trigger. Yeah, I was like, yo, I was just done at this point. DC says everybody. Now DC says everybody on this chat is so violent today. It's giving me Bob Guza days on GH. Oh, the good old Bob Guza days. Oh, how I miss them. Then you said be doing more classic action movies. Yeah, no, like I said, it's working, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, Danny. Carter says Ava shouldn't give a damn about her old. Valerie said Betty done worse out here. Welcome already. Welcome already. Yeah. Jess is in the chat. What's good, Jess? Jess, where you throw that smack? Why you throw that smack? Unless everyone say what's up to Jess. Spy quick somebody get a gun and knife and said, wow, okay, that's I mean, do you really need all three of them? Digiflaw says I'll never forgive Ava for what she did to Morgan. Hmm. Digiflaw says I will back Ava if she kills no, Digiflaw says I will back Ava if she kills Betty. And he says put Tom Cruise versus Brad Pitt if you want to check it out. Oh, okay, all right. Um, but yeah, she got the ish smacked out of her. Oh, also R.I.P. Duan's in the chat. Was good, Duan? And Pop says Albert GH had been dragging last couple of months. That slap that Betty did to Ava woke me up. Ava was reviewing her resume, got slapped for no reason. Betty must blank. Yeah, that smack woke up the damn dead at that point. Ron says Phoenix said that he was surprised by the judge ruling where Sheila was released from prison because Bill and Ridge did with legal enforcement. I don't see how I don't see that's my whole thing. I don't see how it was illegal. I mean they literally work with the FBI. Like you can't get more legit than that. Cutler said yeah, Ava is going to take care of Betty herself. I don't know about that. I think after that smack, I think she might be done. Just that Ava getting smacked was pretty awesome. Damn. The guy says, Albert, maybe you already said this, but why didn't Ava Oh, because Sunny walked into the room. That's why. Because Sunny, the minute that she turned around like she was going to do something, that's when Sunny walked into the room. DC said, "Damn, poor Phyllis," but should but shot her but shot out to her former daughter and Laura Heather for defending her. She's a real one. Yeah, I'm like, granted, yeah, exactly. And granted, she still did lie to her. She still sit there, she was like, "Oh yeah, Carson saw me. He really did see me." You know, the sad thing is though, I'm pretty sure Heather knows. Heather knows that Phyllis is probably lying, but she's an officer of the court, so she says she did it. Then she did it. Then she's telling the truth. Mel said, "Chad is showing his true colors, being insecure and jealous of every time Alex is around Stephanie. I can see it." Coming to, yeah, it was starting to get like, Tracy said this plot with Ava helping take Sunny down, I don't like. No, Tracy said this plot with Ava helping take Sunny down, I don't like. Or, oh, you don't like it. Well, it seems like he may want up telling it seemed like she may want up telling Sunny what's going on. Duane says, "I hope Ava does kill Betty." Damn, there's no love for Betty tonight. Curtis said, "Yeah, don't be acting like my Ava's a bank and she is top and she will handle Betty." Hmm. Yeah. I think if she doesn't do it, it's not because she's not tough, but because they got her mother. You know, and I actually had to sit there and check Michael today. Like I really did. I actually had to sit there and check Michael today. Kelly says, "Look at me, Albert. Betty can go." Damn. Lobby says, "Technically, I don't hate her because I don't know her." Lobby says, "A B C D E F G." What? DC said, "Anyone catch this part last week where Adam mentioned restless style, the good old days where ah." Kyrie says, "I'm really trying to calm down and mature over the years, but Betty really pushed me over the edge." Just said Betty should stay though. We need villains. Just says that, yeah, we should stay. Betty should stay. Jay Blue says, "Okay, I'm going to say goodnight and go watch it. I just confused as to why Nanny would slap the employee." Oh yeah, no, you got to, yeah, no, Jay Blue, you got to watch it. Once you watch it, then you're understand. Once you watch it, you understand. You'll get it. All right, screw it. I'm gonna be a good boy tonight. Oh, okay. All right, all right. Dave. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to your stream next week. Going to San Diego for vacation. Okay. All right. Enjoy. Enjoy. Look forward to seeing you get back. Johnson said, "I thought Drew and Cyrus scene was pretty good." Yeah, it was. It was. Book learned. Book was going to sit there and learn a lesson. That day. Book was going to learn a lesson that day. I'm like, yo, that's not Spencer. Just that I wish I could slap my employer at times. Yeah, no, but Jonathan, no, I like the scene as well. I like the scene as well. Yeah, me too, man. That's why she moved him. That's why he moved around. My dude Tucker was like, The amazing, gorgeous Queen Janet is in the chat. Yeah, they were good today. They were good today, Janet. They were. Let's everyone say what's up to Let's everyone say what's up to Janet. Yeah, one, that's actually a new question, so I'm very happy about that. But two, um, not a damn thing. Just filler. And it's actually pretty sad. Carrie says, I just read my sentence. I think I'm gonna call an anchor management sessions tomorrow. I don't think a few sessions with Dr. Kala will hurt. Johnson said, I guess shouldn't be surprised that Drew can handle himself after he's a former Navy SEAL and Jason at one point. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. And the sad thing is, I know a lot of people didn't like Drew, but still, the fact that he stood up, he stood up for himself. He stood up for Cyrus. Of course, my dude was bugging them, accusing Cyrus of the shooting. Snitch is saying, oh, you ordered a hit on Sonny, or whatever. And I'm sitting there looking. I was like, okay, well, what if he did? Let's just sit there and say, for instance, let's sit there and say that Cyrus did order that hit. What what is Drew gonna do that? Cyrus gonna be like, yep, I tried to shoot Sonny. Yeah, you know what? Listen, to miss things happen. I don't really care. What was Drew gonna do then? If we said that he did order the hit? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Whatever, did you hear that? Oh, two fans were very nasty. I'm not surprised. It's the internet. It's the internet, Ron. That's just how it is. I mean, it sucks. Just LOL, exactly. I don't know what Drew was expecting. It pissed me off. I'm just like, well, what are you gonna do? I think honestly, tell you, the truth, I think that's why when Book walked in there, it kind of redeemed the scene because it was like it was a bit of stupidity. It was just dumb. But I did like the fact that he did check Book. Did like the fact that he checked Book. Harry says, I think Cyrus is still as shady as how he's running a long con. They said what I'm confused about is what does Ava new nanny has to do with this Mason guy? Was she hired by Mason? And also, why was the nanny bringing up Ava's mother? Oh wow, you've been out the loop for a hot minute. You've been out the loop for a hot minute. Now says I love that Tucker and Ashley are finally committed to each other. So yeah, Ashley and Tucker made mistakes in the past. So Abby has no room to judge. Yes, and I agree with that. I agree with that. Honestly, to tell you the truth, when Ashley was like, "Oh, you shouldn't feel guilty or anything like that," I'm like, she's living in her husband's parents' house, like, and she also cheated on him. She's talking about, oh, I thought I wanted that life with Chance, but like, of course, Ashley, she can sit there and do just like terrible things, and Ashley be like, no, it's okay, it's okay, you have nothing to feel bad about. Um, Brooks said, I felt like us in the chat is responsible for Book's return. We never let him be forgotten, especially me and Albert. We never forgot Book, and now he's back. Ain't that something? It was almost like, you can honestly sit there and say maybe somebody from the show was actually watching and was like, you know what? We need to sit there and bring Book back. That's what we need to do. Um Ron Sasaber, they still haven't learned anything from the last Andrea who played Trina. No, well, No, Ryan, because it's the internet. It's the internet. Black Mon's in the chat. What's good, Black Mon? And Pop says Albert Spoiler said that Ava is going to tell Sonny everything this week. Then slap knock someone. That slap knocks some sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely did. Definitely did. Hey, listen. If we gotta sit there and tell the truth finally, hey, it is what it is. Seriously, if she had to sit there and knock some sense into her, then yes, I was gonna sit there and say, yeah, congratulations, Black Man, because I know he was on James live stream yesterday. No, today. He was on there today and he was talking about it. So congratulations. Mel says, Albert, did you see the preview for Days with Plug? Yep, I did. Fat Craig says, Albert, today you ain't gonna get me talking about Trina. That's good. I mean, here's the thing, Fat Craig. I don't some of the things you say about Trina does kind of go almost over the line, but as long as it's not just constant, like 20, 30 minutes of you think you're just going on and on and on and on about Trina, then I'm fine. You know? That's my whole thing. Then I'm fine. As long as you don't get too disrespectful and you just kind of keep it down to a minimum, I don't know, rant, I'm fine. Darby says Ava actually murdered an innocent woman, and the only thing Betty did was slap her, and no one, and no, and now everyone and Kyrie's mama wants her dead. I love that, Darby. You know, you actually have a very good point. Like, you do. You got a good point. It's like people out there just have selective memory, or you know, also messing with his meds. Just I knew that black guy. I forgot his name was dead as soon as yeah. Oh yeah, of course. My dude was like, I want more money. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit there and tell. Oh yeah, no, yeah, Spike Quick. Yeah, no, she's killing it. But you know, Jess, I was just like, I was like, yo, that dude's gone. I was like, yo, that I was like, that dude's dead. Um, Johnson says, I bet Stephanie and Gabby wedding would end with Vivian showing up. That's what's up. Cutler says we don't talk about something past. Just said, why do you hate Betty already? Is a Now Kyrie said, yeah, I want Betty dead. I remember she killed Connie, and I would gladly help her kill Betty too. Well, at least you're honest about it. Spike Quick says she was on lease, then an hour and a half just made us hate. Because she slapped Ava. I must feel like I should be drinking at this point. She slapped Ava. You know, even though Ava messed with Morgan's pills, killed Connie, you know, things of that nature. But but you know that slap was definitely going too far. Though. That's where we draw the line. We draw the line at a slap. Messing with someone's medication, that was years ago. Who cares about that? With a slap, nah, that can't go unchecked. Johnson says that would be a good cliffhanger Friday. Yes, it would. Ron says if Steffi did stab Sheila right in front of the judge, Chambers, would she be arrested? Or yeah, she would be arrested. Just that, LOL, I don't hate her. I want to see exactly. Same page, just Eagle Fang. What's up, Albert? Do you feel they have softened Eva up? Eva up since Mason got nope. I just think that because of her mom being in that situation, Tracy says Albert got jokes. I'm just saying, and it's but it's true though, Tracy. I'm just like Kelly says that slap hurt. Well, I'm pretty sure all those bullets that she filled Connie with also hurt. I feel like all those bullets that happening inside Connie's body that hurt as well. And all the torture that Morgan went through when his pills was messed up, I'm pretty sure that was mentally disturbing. But the slap. I mean, that's going too far. That's crossing lines right there. We can't be doing that. I mean, dead ass serious, Jess. Curry says, I wonder if Betty would try that energy with me in that room. That would be an interesting story to watch. Let the scab writers write my character to my real life personality. Ooh, but what if they? Curry says she only shot Connie once, and this ain't got nothing to do with Morgan. What? Oh, okay. So she only shot him. She only shot Connie once, so it's okay. You know, it was just one bullet, so it's no big deals, no biggies. I can't get upset with somebody because they only shot me once. More than once, then we're gonna have a problem. That's we draw the line when it comes towards multiple numbers, but once, nah, I'm just gonna let it go. Johnson says, carry on. Yuri got a scene again. See, that's the problem. We don't get enough of them to actually care, Jonathan. That's kind of the problem. Just say, yeah, she only got shot. Yeah, she only shot her once and killed her. But Jess, it was only one time though. It was only one time, so it doesn't count. It's. Kelly says we don't talk about Connie. That's the past. It's important that didn't bring that up. Darby said, "Yep, I feel like he did. I feel like he did. Darby, you don't sit there and just threaten somebody and then be like, oh, I'm just gonna get my money, right? I mean, I did threaten you, but you are going to give me my money, right? And like nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm just gonna walk outside and just it's gonna be all good. Okay, cool. You feel like you have really good trustworthy vibe. Like just Ron said over on Wednesday episode about Deacon and Sheila will be seeing. Hopefully they get it on. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the master plan, Ron. About her getting knocked out. Spike Quick said, I think it might be Connie as the boss. Spike Quick said Connie and Morgan were years ago. That ain't important today. Yes, it is important today. Yes, it is important today. It's not important today. Oh, it only happened in the past, so it's totally fine. Like, but now that smack is much more important than messing with somebody's pills. Yeah, that's. But it happened years ago, so it doesn't count. Okay. Terry says, look, Ava bought her ticket to hell a long time ago when she killed off one day when Maureen was retired, then so be it. But Betty gonna get hers now. Okay, all right. At least we got our priorities set up. Yeah. It was it was years ago. It was years ago, Kathleen. So it doesn't count. You know. Eagle Fang said you hit the nail in the head today when it came to us. Liz, all that noise she gave Dex, why she didn't give that same answer to Josh. Yeah. I mean, granted, she would have been wrong. She would have been wrong because she's cheated like there's no tomorrow, but Just said Liz is a trash mother. How many times did Cam have to raise his own brothers? Now you want to be a good mom today. No, actually, it's really not. It is really not. Curry says, I'm fit. I'm very fair. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. Darby brought up a really good point. That's what it came down to. Darby brought up a really good point. Curry says, I went off on Elizabeth too. Why is this? Oh, never mind. I actually meant to do that. Eagle Fan says, Liz is a good mom. I have to disagree there. Hmm. Eagle Fang says raising three boys as a single mom, one aspect of her character I like. Just that Liz didn't even know who Aiden's dad was. Hmm. Mel says I have a theory that Dimitri might be playing both. Yeah, no, I said the same thing. I said that a while ago. I said this we're on the same page about that. Dave said you are right when you said that I was away from General Hospital for a minute. I didn't even know that Sasha is being sent to Franklin. Yeah, wow. You miss a little bit, you miss a lot. Um, Ron said about why is Sloan trying to mess with results of because she likes being with bums. That's why, Ron. She likes being with bums. She likes being with out of work bums that is practically sleeping at like two in the afternoon because well he ain't got no job. Harry says, I told Liz to kiss. Yes, I listen. I'm still thinking about the disclaimer. Here's the thing with Kyrie's video. One of the main things I loved was that he actually gave a disclaimer before it started. Like viewers, viewer be advised something like that. Like just the way he says, like he gave a disclaimer, like, "Yo, listen, it's about to get real. So if y'all gonna be sensitive or up in your feelings, you might want to sit there and click away." Like, what the hell should I actually eat? But yeah, fun stuff. My statement still stands though. Um, Lobby says I admit I don't like Liz the way I used to, but she's a good mother. Hmm. I mean, yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Um, and now Jason isn't even really there, and Jason was never really there before, so I can't sit there and say like Jason wasn't a good dad. Now, just says somebody please explain how is Liz a good mom? I want to know. You want to be educated, chat. Robbie says, Albert, don't say names out loud like that. That's lipstick psychopath might shoot me before you. By correct says there's only two people here who want this Betty chick to stay. Nah, I'm just saying. Um, I don't know. Liz storyline is very complex. I would sit there and say it's a very complex story. You know, that's how I sit there and look at it. I mean, I get the fact that she probably does put too much on Cam's shoulders. She's probably been doing that, which is not good. You know, oh, Cam got this, Cam got that. I can see that. That is kind of a lie, and he is still a teenager. When I said, Albert, I was watching you on Saturday, and you were saying that you have a subscriber who called the show Rinse and Repeat. His name, yep, I was, Ron. I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad you caught that. I said in my review also. Yes, by the way, I didn't find that part really too interesting with Cam. I mean with Carly and Josh. I didn't, but I felt like it was just there for filler and pattern. Mel says Mel says Eric and Nicole are destined to be back together. Yeah, both of those two make me sick. They really do. You know the problem with them is Mel. They can't. They're like two dysfunctional adults that can't sit there and get their ish together when it comes to us being together. So they'll be with other people and will constantly sit there and hurt those people along the way instead of just admitting their feelings and try acting like adults. You know, like Nicole did it with Rafe. She's doing it with EJ. It's like you're a mess. And same thing with Eric, which is worse because he's a bum. So Ron said glad Book got to shut her damn mouth talking about Sheila is never getting out. Oh, I know you were relishing in that. Uh, Bobby says Betty is bringing new life to Ava's storyline, where Ava whether Ava likes it or not. I mean, I get it, Spider Quake, as long as you do it within reason. And I'm not here to sit there and stifle you, but as long as you do it within reason, where it's just not like you're just being disrespectful just to it could be a little over the top and ugh. Eagle fan said Money only one that cringe after Sonny took care of Sasha and Michael. Yeah, it's not even so much like I cringe. I just sat there and I was like, oh, now you're happy that Sonny did something for you. Before you went to put this man in jail. But oh, I'm so glad that you helped out Sasha. Like, the hell out of here. Johnson says if Eric does learn the truth and Nicole finds out as well, then the fallout could happen while EJ is at the wedding. Yeah, I just wish they would get their ish together. I'm so sick of them being with other people. Jess said, let's keep it real. Liz married a psycho like Franco and brung him around her kids. Also let Cam alone to get a job and raise his brothers. Hmm. Thanks. Eagle fan says, I swear only if Sunny knew. Oh yeah, no. You mean about Nina? Oh, that chick is living on borrowed time. That chick is living on borrowed time. Ariana says Michael was a pishy child, bit most really. Yeah, it was actually pretty annoying. Um W says Eric and Nicole is like beating a dead horse over and over again. Exactly, but the problem is they start to sit there and stink up other people's lives. See, that's my issue. They start to literally stink up other people's lives, and that's why I just get like, ugh. Just said Michael was annoying too. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dad. I love how you said thank you, Dad. You mean the same dad that we were gonna sit there and put in prison? You mean that dad? Um Kyler said Sonny was so nervous he said thank you. Yeah. Um Ungrateful. Eagle Fang said Jess Franco did save Cameron from being brainwashed into becoming Drew Kane. That's true, but I can see both of your points. I'll say that much. Carrie says, see my over the top is just because I'm just playing regular or crazy. Cuckoo. No, I'm not gonna sit there and say you're crazy. We're not doing that. That's what we're not doing. Now, just say Eagle Fang. That's beside the point. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, you bring a cycle into your children's lives. So, um, Johnson says Eric and Nicole really do need to get it together if they're going to be parents, baby or baby Erica. Oh, okay. Gemini says, "I haven't watched Daisy for years. Nicole is still a pain." Yeah, she is. It's funny, Gemini. I've only been watching the show for like 3 years. And I'm just like, yo, this chick is annoying as hell. She is. Oof. I can't. Last day said my mom said Nina better enjoy her time with Sunny she, um, before he dumps her for what she did to Carly. Yeah, like I said, she is on borrowed time like no tomorrow. But, Carrie, I'm not. We're not calling you that. Gemini says Nicole will not get anything together. No, of course not. And she wants to sit there and pine after a bum. I mean, when he was a priest before, I was like, all right, fine, whatever. At least the dude actually had a job. Kyrie says Nina will have Albert to rely on. Yeah, I remember you said that in the review. Now you know things about putting stuff out in the universe, Kyrie. Not having another dream. Don't say anything. Debbie said the last time E and N were together, she slept with Xander, and if they reunite, I wonder who will she sleep with to mess it up again. Demetri or Li Shen. Li Shen. I was just gonna say Li Shen. But yeah, that's it's again, it's somebody said it was like beating a dead horse, but it's like now says I can see that EJ and Sloan are going to be heartbroken. Yeah, I can't. I can't with him. And then you got Alex that's just sitting there just being uber annoying. Like that dude is just being over the top. And he was like, "Oh, well, I'm secretly jealous of you." Really, bro? Really? Like, oh, there's times I don't even like Chad. I don't even like Stephanie, but Stephanie has to sit there and put the dude in his place. Like, yo, you can't. You need to sit there and chill out. Barry says, "LOL. If I have another bad dream, you'll be the first to know. But like I said, you and Nina on a dream. You and Nina are true love. Yeah, me and Cynthia Watro. So, guy, depends on what she's wearing. Johnson says, I can't wait to see EJ go for Vegeta when he learns. Yes, 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 yes. He's gonna lose it. Gemini says EJ will be fine. He will get his revenge. Also, I heard. Well, I don't want to sit there and spoil it. So, Ron says, Albert, I'm telling you and the others in the chat that this guy was posing as an FBI agent, which is illegal. So I'm glad the judge. Okay, yeah, there was a guy that was posing as an illegal FBI agent. Is this like the fan fiction that you're sitting there writing at this point, or this is just what you truly believe? I mean, is there really a difference? Um, Kerry says, "I'm not gonna lie. When I wasn't mad for 5 seconds, I want, I wanted to rock Willow's world today." Yeah, Michael got on my nerves. Michael actually got on my nerves. I can't believe I sat there and defended Nina. Nina got there and Michael was all up in her face. And then after he found out the news about Sasha, my dude didn't even apologize to her. He didn't even sit there and be like, hey, you know what, listen, my bad. I didn't really know. I can understand why you were late. Nothing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Like, when did that happen? Off screen or something? Lord B said, who was posing as an FBI agent? Oh, and Ron's fan fiction that he's that they're writing. That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about Ron's fan fiction. Because in his fan fiction, yeah, there's people that's posing as fake FBI agents. Johnson says, "What do you think EJ would do to Sloan?" Probably get it disbarred. I would sit there and say get it disbarred. I feel like that'd be a good revenge. Exactly. See, You know, you know, Lori. Um, yeah, exactly what Ron says. That's when they somehow planted a fake FBI agent in there. Lastly, says Albert, he's crank with Ron. Does he honestly believe this? I would love to know that as well. I, I feel like he honestly believes it. Um, Curry says okay because Sweet Willow defended Nina today. Willow just looked so good. She probably smelled good too. Probably had that real perfume on. Darby says he make her his lawyer. Well, you mean as some sort of revenge or something? I don't understand. Like Curry says Darby probably likes to lick Wendy's belly button. Hey, you know what? Listen, I'm not here to sit there and king shame. Okay, that's not what I do. Mel says I was wondering if Nicole's daughter knows Holly knows about her mom is pregnant and Holly would be happy that Eric is the father and not AJ. Yeah, happy with a bum. Happy with a jobless bum. That's awesome. Also, I heard that this Sarah's supposed to come back at some point, which I'm just like, oh, great. It's going to be Sarah and Xander. I don't understand what y'all people actually saw in those two. It is just beyond me. It is literally beyond me. Now, Johnson says, or EJ might hire someone to kidnap Sloan. No, I don't know. Because Jonathan, when you stop and think about it, he didn't do anything to Xander. And I'm pretty sure he knows Xander involvement. He didn't do anything to Xander when it came towards his mom. Let's really think about that. Because honestly, tell you the truth, I just thought about it again. Ron says, before we know the viewers know Bill. Ron says, before we know the viewers know Bill could have been paying this guy off. Look how he blackmailed the other judge. Yeah. Okay, Ronnie Ron. Okay. Uh Johnson says, I was never a fan of Xan and Sarah as a couple. I was not. I was just like, oof. Blackman says, I'm ready for Paulina to slap Whitney. I feel like DC would sit there and look at it in a different way than me. Robbie says EJ wouldn't want to waste Sloan's talent. He would be mad for a time, but he would use her talents for his own uses. Carrie says, LOL, believe it or not, I'm holding back on a kink joke about you and Nina. Albert, what you do to Nina will traumatize us. The thing is, like, I want to know, but I'm also just like, how shocking is this actually going to be? You know what? Screw it. I want to know what this kink joke is. Let's be bold tonight. Let's be bold tonight. Lord B said, keeping that energy as always carries. Exactly. And that's one of the many things that I love about Carries. He always keeps that energy. So yes, let's be bold tonight. What's the joke? Ron said, I'm going to miss that Jerry character. You really like what the hell? You really like Jerry. Blackman said, this is what I like about Days. They are moving fast in their stories. Yeah, they are. They are. The A one was starting to get kind of annoying, but yes. Mel says, Albert, a lot of people just love Xander and Sarah back together, and once Sarah, but why? Why? You know what, Mel? I want to. Okay, you like them. Please tell me why you like those two together. I I really want to know. Mel, I want you to educate me. I want you to sit next because you've been watching them longer than me. So I want to know why. And Pop says, Albert, why are you so angry at Michael? Made a point, anytime you have made an appointment with someone, you're supposed to call, let them know if you're running late. Good, and I get that, And Pop, my whole thing is once he found out, he didn't apologize to her. That's the thing. He didn't apologize to her, and she was like, "Yo, listen, I was with Sasha." And I understand good etiquette and stuff like that, but you don't even know what will wind up happening. You have no idea what will wind up happening. And I just feel like before you sit there and start getting in someone's face, find out what's going on. Don't just fly off the handle. You know, like there's always a better way to sit there and do things. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I understand that he was a little mad and annoyed. I get that, but like, you know, yes, no, now, oh wow, okay, all right. Harry says, okay, you asked for it, Albert. The way you love her outfit, you be licking them. So, oh, okay. Well, you know what? I did ask for that. Feel like I need a drink at this point, which I actually have it over there. But I've been, yeah, I did ask for it though. Hey, listen, like I said, Kyrie's, you know me. I'm not king shaming. Okay, unless it's illegal, then I will definitely king shame. Yeah, exactly, exactly, Lobby. I just sit there and think like, I was like, oh my. Darby says Michael is running angry just to be angry. I didn't think that. I mean, I understood where it was coming from. You know, Tony D, I feel like they're gonna do it soon. I do. Ron says, if of course Days of Our Lives is the best soap opera. They don't really drag storylines out too much. And Ron is the best head writer on daytime TV, and they will be overall winner. Winner of what? Nothing going. No, they ain't doing no Emmys, so I don't understand what they're gonna be winning. But you know, Ron is always about his Days of Our Lives. Um, Jarvo says, "How would you rate BNB and GH, Albert and Kyrie's?" Okay, so Kyrie's, this is a question for both of us. Jarvo says, "So how would you rate BNB and GH, Albert and Kyrie's?" I thought they were both good. I thought they were actually both good. I enjoyed them both. They definitely brung it today. So I can appreciate that. Well, see, that's the thing, Ron. It's not so much as wherever the Emmy Awards is held, is when. Is we not gonna we not I don't feel like we're gonna be getting any Emmys this year. We're not gonna be getting any sort of award shows. Now I heard, and this is just a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. Those companies aren't even planning on talking to the writers until like maybe in October, maybe in September or October. That's why I heard. That's when I heard the next time they're going to sit there and try to negotiate something. But I don't know for sure. So take my statement with a grain of salt. Exactly, Jonathan. That's I was like, yo, that's there's you doing no Emmys. You're not doing no Emmys. Curry said I didn't get a chance to watch B&B. I only watched GH in days. GH is rated it's a 9. It would have been a 10. Damn. Yeah, no, Cat Lady, that's yeah. You know, Jonathan, not doing anything to strike is over. But yes, that's what I heard. It was gonna be like around September, October. That's when they're gonna sit there and do that. Corby said, "Did you hear? You're right when you said Carly is a manager of Kelly's. How is that if they did not address? They're gonna do it yet. They're gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie. I almost felt like they were gonna do it today. I almost felt like they were gonna partly do it today. Like maybe today is over. They're gonna sit there and do it, but they're gonna do it. You know what? I'm surprised though. They didn't also do it with Days. And Darby said they said they're going to have Victor's funeral on Days soon. Yeah, I was just gonna sit there and say that. Now one, because I did my review today, and I was like, there was one soap opera, B&B, and the character, Sally's grandmother or something like that. There was another woman named Sally. The actress died, but they didn't kill her off in the show. And for a while, I felt like they were going to do that with Victor. They didn't sit there and talk about him. Just says, I told you Josh's phone call wasn't going to be anything important. Hmm. It is. It did say that. Harry says, I forgot. Yeah, that's what started. If you probably like Wendy's belly button, that was my response to your book. Shining Armor con. Again, we're going back to again, we're going back to the belly button looking. Okay, that's I ain't knocking it. You know, so I watched today's YNR, and I watched I'm watching I already watched tomorrow's YNR. I don't even remember what happened with with today's episode of Days Young and the Restless. Yeah, I can see that they talk with something about licking belly buttons or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Now, for the Days fans, for the people that watch Days, do you think that they're going to make another Beyond Salem, like a Beyond Salem season 3? Then he says, "So Ashley and Jack hope the story's been over." No, if anything, Danny, it's just getting started. But yeah, I wonder if they're actually going to sit there and do Beyond Salem. Um, oh, what the hell? Calculator says Maxie might buy Sonny's house. I'm going to be honest, Cat Lady. I don't know if she can afford Sonny's house. I know that she's making more money, but like, I don't know if she's actually doing that good though. Let's sit there and see if they're actually going to make another one. Where Ron said, how else Sheila was going to get out of jail? Do you think that Mike should have stabbed her and they rushed her to the hospital and eventually just decide to let her go? No, that's not going to happen, Ron. Um, Mike is the ultimate simp. Okay, that's just not gonna fly. That's just not gonna fly. Then he says, "Say B&B was not great episode." What do you like about it? Johnson said they generally ended Beyond Salem, probably because the main show is now on Peacock. Okay. Um, DC's back, aka DC's back in the chat. Graham says, "I see them making another Beyond Salem by Christmas or New Year's." Johnson says something different. That's interesting. Mel says it was surprised that Theo mentioned to Chad about wanting to lean on Claire, but since she is in Africa. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about Claire. I totally forgot about that. Debbie says, "Forgive me, Chad. When Kyrie pulls you in the mud, the only thing you can do is say oink oink." Wow. All right, DC's back in the chat. Johnson says maybe Sonny will buy back his old place and Maxie could take the place he's living in. Okay. All right. It is an older place. I can see her probably getting that place, but that mansion, no. No, 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 no. My dude got that place out of blood money. Okay. Last they said Josh crying about the house like it's important to her. Nothing's important to her. Last they said Josh crying about the house like it's important to her. Nothing's important to Josh but herself. She only cares about herself and no one else. And no one else. Just herself. Then he says Liam cannot stop today's episode. What do you mean cannot stop today's episode? That's right. My dude literally sat there and said that selfish as F. Johnson said, but where is Carly moving to? Hmm. Maybe there's a place in Cali's that she could sit there and live. Mel says, Albert, would you want Bella and Sean to daughter Claire back on days? If they give her a good story, then yeah. If they give her a good story, then I'm with it. I am with it. Johnson says, but where is Carly moving to? That's that's what I was gonna sit there and say, probably like above the diner or something or somewhere. Lord B says, okay, I get that, but that doesn't answer my question. Why is Carly a manager? Because Bobby gave her the business. Lady Flaw said, I don't think Carly is selling the house. Just said, LOL, last day she lives there, so I'm sure it's important. She offered Carly money from her own trust fund again today, so I'm not sure how she only cares about herself. Cat Lady says Carly can buy Maxie's place. Can she? Can she actually buy Maxie's place? It's not like she's actually doing good on funds. So of course, Lobby, of course. Darby said Josh is too reliant on her trust fund. Sometimes we are only as badass as our bank accounts will allow us to be. Yeah, I was gonna sit there and say the same thing, Digi Flash. She's only selling the house as last resort. Ron says, Albert, I don't know if you remember on GH when Ryan stabbed Nell in prison because she was playing. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Well, okay, but why would Mike stab Sheila down? That doesn't make any sense. Then he says he keeps going after Finn, and if Finn want to have a relationship with his mom, let him. Yeah, I get that, but again, it's Finn having a relationship with his mom, Sheila, who is a sociopath. I can see that as being a problem. Like you want to sit there and have a relationship with your mom, okay, fine. Y'all stay as far the hell away from me and the kids as possible. That's what she's sitting there thinking about. Last day says Albert never been. No, last day says Albert never been Josh. Josh is entitled little girl who has her parents and Sonny pays for her entire lifestyle. Josh is entitled little girl who never had to pay, who has had her parents and Sonny pay for everything. Wow. Johnson says, or maybe Carly will get her old place back. You mean the old place above Kelly's, or like no, that wasn't Kelly's. Like what old place? What are you talking about? Oh no, no, because her old place wasn't her old place with was Jack's. No, where's her old place? I'm very curious about that. Deja Flush said Josh hasn't used any of her trust funds she offered to her mom. Laura B says if as I understand if Sonny can't help Carly nor Michael nor Drew because it will get her into trouble, more in trouble. Yeah, and that's exactly what Carly was saying to Josh for like the 9,000th time. Like, I can't take your money. Like, even if she could take her money, or even if she wanted to take her money, I don't think that she can. And that's what she was trying to get. Um, Bobby says maybe if she asked Jax, she can't actually take it from Jax. It's the same. It's the same thing. Then he said today's enjoy GH has been the first time in a few months. Watch GH 3 months. Watch GH again. Jillian's in the chat. What's good, Jillian? Harry says update on FBI. I'm gonna lots of replies, likes, and messages of more people that want Betty. Damn. Okay. My dude's getting the feds involved. Okay, Kyrie's just says why can't she take money from Josh? I think she says something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but she said something about like they may give her a huger fine or something like that. I got to go back and watch again. I could have swore she said like she would get in trouble. Jillian says, I knew Sheila wasn't going to be in prison for long. Yeah, because they showed it. That's another thing. They showed her too much in prison. They had too many scenes with her in prison. There was no way they were going to sit there and keep her in jail, which is really stupid. Stacey says nobody can help Carly. She can't even get a Zelle or Cash App Michael or Jonas. Oh, Curry says not the feds. Facebook likes and reply message from people that have one. Oh, okay. Damn. Bobby says not sure why she can't take it from Maxie though. Ron said, you see what I'm saying all the time that Sheila should have reported Taylor for shooting Bill and leaving him for dead, just to spite Stephanie and teach the Forrester family a lesson. Now, Kyrie says Sheila Carter doesn't belong on contract. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like they wrote themselves into a corner by doing that because they can't kill her off, and we know, like, because she's a villain, we know that she's on contract. There's no surprise, you know. And this is where Ryan always sits there and says it's rinse and repeat. You're gonna put her in jail. You're gonna let her out. You're gonna put her in jail. You're gonna let her out. This is literally the stupidest thing that I see them doing so far. There's no way you could sit there and work with the FBI and be like, nope, it was illegal. Like, no, that literally does not make sense. Ron says, courage, that is your belief. Darby says, if that was the case, Ron, Sheila wouldn't have saved Taylor from falling off that hospital roof. Interesting. Johnson says the only person who will be happy about Sheila getting out is Deacon. You know, he's going to be low-key happy. My dude isn't there doing nothing but like practically defending Sheila the entire time. Well, you know, she didn't mean to sit there and shoot Finn. She didn't mean to shoot Finn. I guess he was just going for Steffi instead, so that makes it okay. That was his justification. I'm like, I don't know how good the the Loving in the Afternoon scenes with Deacon and Sheila was, but Perry says, I hope somebody cut Sheila's whole foot off, call her a 1-foot demon. Maybe that will slow her old ass down. Well, apparently she's not too old enough not to sit there. She's not old, and you know, even though she's old, apparently she could sit there and still have a baby or twins or triplets or quadruplets. Hey Ronald, how about we go for quadruplets? How about we go for four? How about that? We do that, Ron? We put that in the wish list. Let's have four. That's actually really crazy. I actually did see that one time. Like one of my old jobs I was working at, like I literally quadruplets walked into the room, like in the store, and it was just the weirdest thing. Carrie says Sheila is an old hack. She won't have any babies. Ron says she's not old enough to have quadruplets. That's what I was saying. So Ron, why don't you actually do you want her to have quadruplets, Ron? And Pop says, Albert, isn't Carly mother helping her by selling Kelly's to Carly for $1? Don't know if Kelly's is worth 5 million. Didn't know if Kelly's is worth 5 million. Millions. Jillian says, I don't know what to make of that hug between Sheila and Finn where they came to check on. Yo, that's the thing though, Jillian. It comes across very zombie like. And this is and granted, they always sit there and play the music and play it up, but it's like and he literally sat there and said, what did he say? I felt like I needed this my entire life. What are you talking about? What do you mean you needed this your entire life? You have Lee. Lee is pretty much your mother in every way that counts. Like, what are you talking about? I feel like it's more like some sort of like trance or spell or something. Carrie says, I want Quinn back on the show. Darby says, why the sudden hate for Sheila now, Carrie is because your Logan feelings threatens now that Sheila is free. Oh, I'm gonna say that again. Man, I wish I was drinking tonight. Darby says, why the sudden hate for Sheila now, Kyrie's? Is it because your Logan feelings threatens now that Sheila's free? Ooh, I heard that. It sounds like fighting words to me. Okay, it sounds like good debating words to me. Since I'm not trying to promote drama. Darby says, what happened with Lee? Damn good question. Uh, Last they said Albert, they could put her in a coma. That's what my friend suggested to me. You mean Sheila? DC says they brought Terry back random. I didn't even know she was dating the Russian coordinator. Really? Well, I'm kind of surprised, but to be fair, I miss things too all the time. Oh yeah, Sheila. Yeah, I mean, they would have to rewrite her a little bit. I feel like if they're gonna sit there and bring back on Force Honey, you have to rewrite her to some extent. Ryan says, "No, I just want Sheila to have triplets. But if Deacon gets Sheila pregnant, this will cause tension between the Logans and the Foresters. I just don't understand why we can't have four babies. Why limit yourself to just three? Why are we limiting ourselves, Ryan? It's called Shoot for the Stars. Shoot for the Stars. Gillian says, even though Sheila is out of prison, it makes good drama for the show. Yeah, I mean, I'm with it. I'm just like, it's the way that they. Uh, Last day says, are you a Logan fan? And Darby says, no, last day. I'm an angry Kyrie's fan. DC says the writers are just bringing Carly to her knees. I'm for her. I feel for her. Really? Okay, DC, are you serious? Are you? Is this like another? I'm just just joking, just trolling. Are you being dead serious, DC? Ron says it is irrelevant to the show. She shouldn't have her medical license revoked. For refusing to save Sheila, didn't she took an oath as a doctor? Huh, guess I did say you're wrong about that. Guess you're not. But the problem is, I'm pretty sure the actress is not even on the show long enough to even cause that amount of. That's the problem. She's not even on the show long enough to cause that amount of drama. Ron. Julian says, "I'm ready for Glass to go. Hate what she's done to Sasha. Would love for Sunny to be the one to take her down." Yeah. Um. I'm not gonna sit there and bring that back up. But yes. I think we're all waiting for that. We are all waiting for that. Only a matter of time before she does get hers. Take a little bit. She will get hers. Okay. DC says, I do feel bad for Carly. It should be Sunny brung to his knees, but I like Sunny now, so I feel he's going through enough. He's going through enough. Dory says that smile on your profile picture. Did Brooke Logan give you that smile? Oh, sounds spicy. Last day says Terry and the Russian bodyguard a couple. I legitimately had no idea today. I didn't even realize Terry was still. Yeah, that's yeah. See, yep. That's something all three of us can agree on. They don't show them enough. Now the problem with that is sometimes is I always used to sit there and tend to blame the show. Oh, you're not putting on Molly and Christina enough. This is BS. Turns out that was their choice. Their choice was literally like they chose, to not come on the show or that much on the show. So I guess in some ways, it just kind of, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know what's the story with Terry. I don't. Don't get me started on that whole thing. Ron says now that Sheila is out, maybe she will be working as a nurse alongside Finn at the hospital. Sometimes Ron, I feel like some of the things that you say makes more sense when I actually had at least a few amount of drinks. I feel like that's the truth of the matter, Ron. It's like your sentences starts to make sense the more intoxicated I get. I think that's why it's so hard to sit there and be like, huh, what is this? Is this fan fiction again? DC says, I would like this guy to drop the fake Russian accent. It's really painful for my ears. Really? I didn't feel like it was a bad. Well, I don't know what this guy's nationality is, but Jillian says was glad to see Abe's storyline wrap up today. Yes, you trust me, Jillian. I've been just done, and it was fun at first. Don't get me wrong, it was fun, but after a while, it was like, all right, this is a little too much, and it's so sad. It's so sad because I feel like in a lot of ways, Lonnie wouldn't even have been in that situation as long as it played out if it wasn't for Rafe. If Rafe would have just sat there and told the truth, they could have sat there and found her so long ago. But what else? DC says Terry and Chad had so much potential, so many stories to tell with them. This opportunity. Yeah. Terry says the cop in Salem's. Do they ever what? Like ever do a good job? I mean, the real question is who's the better cops, Salem or Port Charles? I'll pick up their damn phones. DC says Ryan has a point. Says Sheila was a former nurse, Ben Finn followed in his mom's footsteps, working in the medical field. I'm sure she's a proud mama. I also feel like you might actually you might I still kind of feel like you're somewhat. I feel like that there's a possible level of trolling in there, DC. I'm gonna be honest. Ron says it may sound like fan fiction, but I was right about Sloan pulling out baby switch. No, you were. You were. I listen, Ron. When you have your points, I will sit there and give you. I will sit there and give you your props. You know that. Um, Sometimes you sit there and say things that make sense, and then there's times you sit there and start talking about Sheila having a baby, and then twins, and now triplets. Um, that is No, and that's the thing. Yes, Ron. Yes, that's the thing, Darby. He is right about that. I will give him his props on that. Can't believe you actually had those two women sitting there fighting over a damn bomb. Like all the men on the damn planet, and you pick the one that actually has no job whatsoever. Like how is that how is that leveling up on in any level? Like how does that even work? DC says there might have been a lot of trolling in that one, but my lawyer Scott has advised me not to confirm or deny. Hmm. I could have swore I actually said that today as well. Yeah, I did say that as well today. We're not going to go back on the comment, but yeah, I do remember saying the same thing. Also says all cops and soaps are horrible at their job. Yeah, but which one is better though if you had to sit there and do it? Kerry says maybe Eric is applying for Social Security benefits. Damn, you just basically sit there and say that dude is old as hell, Kyrie. Um, Mel says Abe will go back to mayor, or even though he still has amnesia, that he can't remember anyone, he will have trauma. Whitney drugging him. Yeah, no, unfortunately, Mel, we're still gonna be there stuck with Mayor Dick. We're gonna be stuck with Mayor Dick for a while. Curry says maybe after. DC says the Landview Police Department was on point though on One Life to Live. However, due to Albert claiming he watched but never did, when it's actually funny, DC. I wonder what the actor that played Colin is doing now. He was Colin. He was Troy. I wonder what he's doing now. And I know he was also on Days of Our Lives too, which I'm just like, okay, I guess everyone just goes to Days of Our Lives at some point. Basically says these folks who claim they watch and like to live, but will only watch the last 15 minutes to be on time for GH. And I was and Darby says rape deserved to get fired. You may not like how the assistant mayor did it, but it had to be done. Pure and simple. Damn. I mean, like I said, I don't feel too bad for him because he knew the risk. He did it anyway. But there's just something about him that just pissed me off, especially when it came towards Chanel. Jalen says frustrated me to no end when somebody is trying to call somebody when somebody is in danger and they don't pick up their phones. DC says, what was about a Colin Android that you love so much? I don't know. I just generally like the character. I just generally like the character. I like the character. I used to like the actor. I thought that the actor was pretty cool. I used to love sitting there watching Soap Talk with him and Lisa Rinna. I don't know. It was just something about the character I just really liked. Gravity says no, I did not watch Don't Like to Live at all. So yeah, according to DC, that would mean that Valerie, you and me are the reasons why One Like to Live got canceled. Darby says rape. Okay, I already read that. Harry said change Brooke to Bridget and we have a deal. Oh, Ron says I don't know if you and others know that Steffi shot Sheila for no reason when Quinn. Yeah, it's actually funny, Ron. I do remember Snicket saying that. I do remember saying that. Um, Somebody, I think it was either Kyrie or somebody gave me a clip of that. So I do remember saying that. And he did this weird, like, slow motion thing. I'm just like, okay. Yep, Riley, you and me for the sole reason why an entire show got canceled, according to DC. According to my good old buddy, DC. Now, DC says that is true. Blair, Cassie went to Days of Our Lives along with Daria, Rex, went Lola, Cammy, now Gabby went over too. Damn. Yeah, that's what I was gonna sit there and say. It's like it's a destination stop. It's a destination stop. Hell, even the chick that was on that plays Gwen now, she used to be somebody on All My Children. Valerie says, so who's to blame for All My Children ending? Hmm. I never gave it a chance. So I guess DC can blame me for that one too as well. I never really gave it a chance. I think I watched like one episode, and it was four, and it was just too much. And I think that's another reason why I didn't give it a chance. Because I did watch Port Charles, GH, and One Like to Live. Yep. So I was gonna sit there and say I think that could be on me as well. The okay, but then all my children started doing this weird like thing with their camera where it felt more like a reality show. Like the way that they shot it, they didn't shoot it the same way that they shot all the other ABC soaps, and I didn't understand why. Harry says the Logan sisters are toxic, poisonous creatures. Jesus. Oh, Kyrie, did you get a chance to watch me and Wayne talks? Wayne talks soaps. Yeah, really. I was like, yo, I feel like that's it. DC says, in fact, all past soap stars went on for the days. Gwen was Chan on YNR, and her character was Kevin's wife. Oh, she was on YNR as well. I know she was on All My Children. Ron says, so Albert, if Sheila was to tell Finn that Steffi shot her first, no reason, then what is he going to say or do? Um, he's still gonna be with he's still gonna be with what you call it. He's still gonna be with Steffi. That's not gonna change anything. Darby says Kyle's Lola is goddamn Gabby. Where was I when this was happening? Why didn't you tell me sooner? God damn it. Have a good night, Tony D. Thank you for joining. Valley says the reboot they did change the camera angles. Yeah, I didn't understand why. It was so weird. It was like, and I feel like that also made me not really get into it as much. Ariana says, out of all the soaps I ever watched, Port Charles was and is my favorite. Yeah, no, I used to love Port Charles. DC says, I won't blame all my children on Albert. I have to find someone else for that. But One Life is definitely Albert's fault. Okay, cool. I want to make sure that at least one of those is my fault. Harry says, I started to this morning, but got busy making sure you kept mentioning it. DC says that's because of my children went into high definition, but I like the angles change. It definitely wasn't as bad as the bootleg YouTube looking guiding light back in 2000. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit there and watch this so you can sit there and see. I can see what you're talking about. Johnson says I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off all. See you tomorrow. All right, have a good night, Jonathan. Thank you for joining. I'm going to take off. Okay. Yes, have a good night, Jonathan. Let's everyone say have a good night, Jonathan. Here it says, there's actually was a person I was thinking of when I made my profile pic, but that will forever be a secret. DC says, oh, please, all my children was too romantic for him. He was never going to get into it. I don't know. You might be right. I don't know. I was so much of a different person, but I don't think I was that different. So you might actually have a point. Thank you, Jonathan. No, I appreciate that. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to sit there and definitely turn off. So we are going to turn up. So definitely be there. Also, I want everyone to sit there and look out for a post I'm going to be putting tonight. Lastly, it says, I love Wanting to Live. So sad when it was canceled. I think it was something to do with Disney since their own ABC. Maybe. There's the problem is, last day there was so many different factors. There was so many different factors, unfortunately. Carrie says, I want you to remember my daily watch that video. Oh yeah, no, I love that. You mean the video that you? I don't get it. The video that you did. Are you talking to me? And that's the review that you did, or I might have missed a comment. If so, I'm sorry. Oh wow, that. Ooh. Probably said blue light. No, no, no. This is another post. It's gonna be one on a community tab. Nope, not tonight. But I may plan on making another one soon though. Probably. If I quick say you're getting off now. Yeah. Because it is 10 o'clock and I do gotta wake up like kind of early. Have a good night, Lobby. Plus I was actually really tired. I thought I was actually gonna like end it a little bit sooner, but whenever I'm here, I just love being here. And I just kind of forget that I'm tired for a little bit. Curry says, Albert, I'm saying I want you to keep asking me to watch your videos with. Oh, okay, good. Yes, no. It was actually good. I really, here's the thing, Curry, I really feel like you're gonna like. I feel like you're gonna like Wayne. I feel like you're gonna like Wayne. He's a chill dude. W says, Albert, quite get a room. Bounce Albert Phoenix says, really be careful. Yeah, you have to be. DC said, I think we both know who is Kyrie's. Oh, well, don't make me say it. Have a good night, Cat Lady. Thank you for joining. Now, Kyrie says, say it. Have a good night, Ariana. Yes, I'll be thinking of you as well. That is one of the first things I'm going to sit there and do before I go to work is go right to Starbucks. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on in this chat. Um, DC said, you sure you want me to say it, Kyrie's? Okay. What DC is it about me? If it's not about me, then I don't care. You can say it. Have a good night, Darby. Thank you for joining. I want to sit there and see what it is, though. Before we end this live, I want to sit there and see what it is. They're gonna leave me in suspense like that. DC says, you know what to make things less awkward. I'll just pretend like I don't know. Just call me Mike Nixon Falls. Have a good night, last day. It was actually really good to see you. Yeah, Listen, you got me on pins and needles now, so I don't know. Jalen says if they got rid of some characters on GH, I would want them to be Gladys, Portia, and Jocelyn. Hmm. Gladys, Portia, and Jocelyn. DC says, I'd rather not. I don't want to make things awkward. In fact, have need. Well, you heard him. On that note, yeah. On that note, I think I'm going to sit there and end the live stream tonight, but I will be back tomorrow. We're going to sit there and chop it up then. Have a great time. You know how we do. You want? Curry says, hell no, it's not Albert. Oh, okay. All right. I feel like maybe whatever this is, I may actually need to actually have some drinks before that happens. Have a good night, Jillian. Thank you for joining. Duan says, get rid of Betty. No, we can't get rid of Betty. Until next time, boys and girls. Yes. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, DC. DC says, and it's definitely not Albert. I'll confirm that. Okay, good. Then we can sit there and say it tomorrow then. Yep. Last one. You are correct. Let's see if they actually get somebody in there. Have a good night, Jillian. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, Mel. Mel, the horror queen. Knowing of all things spooky. Have a good night, Duan. DC says, but I definitely know who it is. Have a good night, Jess. Her says, I'm more than sure DC doesn't know who it was. Very quick. Debbie says if they got rid of someone on GAs, that would have to be needle mover character like Ava or Carly. If they got rid of Ava or Carly, if that would have to happen. I guess we just got. I was gonna sit there and say. I was like, I guess we're just gonna sit there and leave it on a cliffhanger to tomorrow. DC says, "Oh, I'm sure I do know who it is." Kyrie is trying to throw me off of his trail. It's that's what I was gonna do the same thing. Kerry says, but I'll leave it a mystery. Got tonight to be continued. Yes. And on that note, thank you, my friend Kerry. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This was a lot of fun as always. You know how we do. Gemini says, Ava and Carly are my fan favorite. They are not going anywhere. Yeah, I did. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Oh, I think here he said it. Darby. Join us next time for another edition of Soap Chat with Albert Bostic. Yes, everyone have a great night. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. You know how we're gonna sit there and have a good night, and Pop. I want to know too, Jess. But I guess we'll sit there and find out tomorrow. So that'll be a good one. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Stay safe, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Laters.